Hello YouTube friends! Today we are doing a little bit of a get ready with me. So I have gotten a lot of new makeup in subscription boxes recently, some really great items, including this Nomad Berlin Underground palette, which I have been loving so far. It has some really great shades in there. I'll give you a quick look at it. And so I have all this new makeup and I've been having fun playing with it, and so I thought we could play together. So we're gonna get ready and I'm gonna be filming some videos, and I thought I would just create a look and why not bring you guys along with me. So if you are new here, I just want to say hi, my name is Meredith and welcome to my channel, Mereofalltrades, and let's get into this. Okay, so I have already primed my face with some lovely skincare, and I also did go all under my eyes and concealed a few blemishes with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, the multi-use concealer. So I already used that, and then I went over it with my Tarte tinted moisturizer that I absolutely love in the shade Ivory. It is a go-to repeat for me, and most of you who have been watching my channel for a while have seen me talk about it about 100 times. So I decided to forego that and bore you all to death. So next up, we are going to use something that I got from IPSY. This is their Betty Boop collection palette. This is the Cheek to Cheek blush palette. I've really been enjoying it, and I've been using it pretty consistently for the last month. So it has 3 shades, and I've mostly been going towards this darker shade. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put that on. So I like to start with the apples of my cheeks. And then I like to take and sort of swipe it in an upward motion, because for me, just with my natural skin, I tend to be extremely pale, in case you couldn't tell, but I tend to get really red right in here and have no color on my face over here. So I usually end up doing just a little bit of concealer. Don't mind my cat, she's being a goofball. If you can hear her meowing in the background, that's Wookie. So, and then I like to drag it up that way. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, starting with the apples, staying a little bit farther away from the nose, because I just concealed that, so I don't want to make that look blushed again. And then swiping it upward. Same here. And then I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, almost as just a hint of a highlighter. I don't want to go too over the top, I just want to give the most subtle glow. So that is what that looks like. So really enjoying this so far. And then I'm also going to go in, this is another favorite for me, this is in the color Espresso. This is the ABH, or Anastasia of Beverly Hills, Tinted Brow Gel. So it is a wand applicator like this. This is what my brows look like. I have pretty decent brows to about here, and then they sort of taper off into oblivion. So we're just gonna lightly fill these in. I like the brow gel. I don't always love using a pencil on my eyebrows because I feel like it can start to look over the top and really drawn in very quickly when you do. And so some people can pull that off, but because I already have a decent amount of eyebrow, I don't really feel like it needs a ton of filling in. So I really focus more on that outer part. And sometimes I'll go over it a second time just on the outside. And then that's usually about all I do for brows. Because it's a gel, they're already combed into place, they're filled in, they're darkened just slightly. And that, I find, is all that I need. And then we're going to go in, this is new, this is from the Gigi Gorgeous collection that IPSY did this month, and we're going to take the Moda Pro brush that I got, and we're just going to go under the eye to, first of all, set things a little bit, but also I'm doing this, normally I do this right away, if I'm going to do it at all. But this right now I'm actually doing so that just in case there's any fallout from the eyeshadow palette that we're going to use, I can sort of swipe it away very easily. And I did conceal something special there. It's not completely hidden, but you know what you're going to do. And then I tend to get just a little oily on my chin, a little bit on my nose. So far I've been liking this translucent powder. I haven't had any like I don't feel like it's settling in the creases or fine lines around my eyes, which is great. And the brush has been working just fine. I don't feel like you need like a special brush to do a little bit of powder under your eye, but so far I've been liking it. It does have this textured handle, which is kind of nice. I don't know, I'm a very tactile person, so I like it has to feel nice. Does that make sense? Are you picky about that? I am. And then we're going to go in with the eyeshadow palette, the Berlin Underground one. So I've already used this shade, and what other one? Oh, these 3 shades, I think, to do an eye look for you when I unboxed it. So I think today we're going to go for a little bit of a cooler toned look. So I think I'm going to use these ones, maybe do this as an inner corner highlight, and then, I don't know, we're going to play with it. So hang on, I'm going to grab a brush. Alright, so we're going to go in with a nice, fluffy, but still somewhat firm brush, and we are going to go ahead and start with a color called The Wall, right here. And I'm going to use the handy mirror that's on here, and we're going to see how this looks. See if it's as dark as what I was thinking it was going to be. Now this one is not matte, but we're going to use it as my transition shade. And we'll see how it goes. It's pretty darn light, so I may need to go in with something a little darker. But I always like to start lighter and go darker, because you can always go darker, but once you go darker, it's kind of a little bit trickier to go back. It can be done, but it requires more work. And I don't know about you, but I don't have a ton of time in the mornings to get ready, and so if I can make my life easier, you better believe I'm going to do that. So right now, as I'm doing this makeup look, my daughter's down for her nap. Otherwise, I usually don't get this much peace and quiet. So, and then I'm going to go in with this brush again, and we're going to go into this almost like army green, sort of gray. It's like a grayed out olive color, which I think is really pretty. It's almost got a little bit of a bronzy hint to it as well. And I'm going to layer over top and more in the corner with that one. Yeah, it's like if you took a bronze shade and a super cool toned green. So in the crease, in the corner, and then blending out just a little so that we don't have any super hard lines. So I used to, back when I worked in a salon all the time, I used to do makeup for weddings and hair for weddings, and that was really, really fun. And I have to say I miss it. I still do on-site weddings occasionally, but I usually only do like 1 or 2 a year these days now that I'm staying home all the time. So that is something that I miss from my salon days. So I did hair and makeup in the salon for like 13 years, and I still occasionally do it, just not as often as I used to. So yeah, I'm really liking how that's looking so far. I think I want to darken up. The lighting is coming in from my window over here, and so sometimes I have to like double check because it looks different on camera than it does in real life, so I want to make sure I'm good and even. Because while it might look good now, it might not look good later when I'm at the store. So my son, my middle child, just turned 8, so I have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a almost 21-month-old. And I promised my 8-year-old that we would go to Target because he got some gift cards for his birthday, and he got a Dog Man book, and it's one that he already owns, so we're going to exchange it for a different one. So he was very happy to hear that I could go to Target with him today. So that's what I have planned. That's on my agenda today. Okay, and then I think I want to warm this up just a smidgen. So I'm going to go in the inner corner with this to brighten the inner corner to start. And then I'm going to go, yeah. Oh yeah, that brightens up quite a bit actually. So right in that inner corner, and then starting to sweep it across the lid. And then one thing that I do a lot of times is I will take what's left and I will go underneath just a little bit. You don't want to go overboard because then it looks obvious that you did it. I like to kind of drag this under the eye a little bit to brighten that inside, and it just makes you look a little bit fresher and more awake. And then using this same brush, I'm going to go in with this sort of champagne-y shade. It's like just a little deeper than champagne. And we're going to just take that, and I'm going to bring it from where we did that lighter highlight color across the lid just a bit. And that's just going to warm the look up just a little bit, because I certainly used some cooler tone shades, and while my skin tone is neutral, my eye color is a little bit on the warmer side, so I don't want to go overboard with the cool tones. I feel like one of the keys to makeup is knowing your skin tone, knowing your eye tone. Are you warm? Are you cool? Some people are mixed, and so it's just really important to kind of know that, because then you can know what shades you really can pull off. And I feel like with some people, if you look at their makeup and it looks weird or almost looks like tacky, or you're looking at someone and you think their makeup looks cheap, it's often because they've actually picked tones that don't go with their skin tone, and so you're looking at them going, that just doesn't look right, but you can't put your finger on what doesn't look right. It's often the tone. Alright, I'm going to go dig for a brush. Okay, so I'm going to take a really small smidgy brush, and I'm going to pick up that cool green-ish tone that we used, and I'm just going to go under the eye just a smidge. I don't want to use a really dark liner. And so I'm just going to go underneath a bit, just to kind of finish the look off and bring it together. And then we're going to do some mascara. Now I did get just a hint of fallout from that darkest color, so I'm going to go in with the brush that I had my translucent powder on, and I'm actually going to put a little translucent powder on it. And I'm just going to hopefully swipe away any of that darker shade that flaked out. Oh yeah, that helped for sure. Okay, so that is that, and then I'm going to go in with the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. I love how it looks once you have it on. It's definitely a buildable mascara, but I don't love how it applies, which I'll get to in a second, and I do not love how it is removed. So it has, and this is just personal preference, it has a rubber wand, which I have come to find I don't prefer. I really prefer the more natural bristle mascara wands. So I'm going to put this on while I'm talking because, hey, I can do two things at once. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with one healthy coat. I'm going to do a little underneath as well. So I don't love the wand. I wish it was different, but I really like how the mascara looks. So that's one coat, you know, with and without, so you can see the difference. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and do the first coat on the other eye. Now when you apply your mascara, do you switch hands with your wand, or do you use, like if you're right-handed, do you do it with the right hand the whole time? Just curious what other people do. And then underneath. And then I'm going to go in for a second coating. So the thing I have found, and I've used two different eye makeup removers with this because I was curious, is this really is very, I don't want to say, I don't know if fibrous is the word, but it really completely creates like a complete coating around the eyelash. And so when you go to remove it, you actually have these like mascara tubes that come off in one whole piece. It's really weird. I've never had a mascara that's done that before. And so what happens is you use your makeup remover and you end up with these like tubes that just kind of fall all over your face, and you have to kind of like pick these individual tubes of dried mascara off your face. It's really weird. So does it look amazing? Yeah, I mean, I feel like my lashes look very thick and full and lengthened for sure. But I feel like the mascara has like a gummy texture to it once it's dry, where I don't feel like I get that with other mascaras. Alright, so that's what it looks like with two very healthy coats. So, yeah. So that is what it looks like. It's just okay. I don't think I would ever purchase this, personally. I know a lot of other YouTubers have really liked it, and if it weren't for the way that it comes off, I might, because I do like how it looks. So there's my review on that so far. I've been using this for about a week now, so give or take. Alright, and then the last thing I'm going to do, just because I did a slightly more dramatic eye look, is I'm going to keep it a little bit more simple on the lips. And if you've been around a while, you've seen me use this Milani. This is the Naturally Chic number 25. It's a nice bullet lipstick. And I feel like this color is just going to go so well with this eye look. I like that. So what do you think? So yeah, ta-da! Now I'm ready to film some videos. So if you like this eye look and this makeup look in general, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and of course ring the notification bell because you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!